Welcome to Animus Omega, Abstergo Entertainment's proprietary ancestral memory research tool.
What? Gubslev? No. See, I sent him there to assassinate him. Yeah. Well, that's what you get when you send an assassin. Oh, hello! My name is Fu Manchu! Well, speaking of assassins... Shh, that's to stay between you and me. Yeah, you don't talk a lot, do you? Anyway, speaking of assassins... one of my favorite games in the universe is Assassin's Creed, yeah! And you know what's funny? I've actually watched the first 3 games, I believe it is, but I've never actually played them. I think I might have played the first one a little bit, just like walked around a little bit, but no. See, my wife plays them, and then I just kind of watch them. And it's pretty much all I'm good for video games, is just basically watching, because when I play, oh look, Nathan Drake fell off the cliff again. Yeah, that's pretty much all I can do. So, I got to watch them. But I really like the games, and I really like the toys and stuff like that, because I got, like, some of the, what were they? Were they NECA? I think they were NECA, the original Assassin's Creed figures or whatever. I got a lot of those. And then when McFarlane started making the littler ones, I started getting those, and I got like a little tiny one that was like smaller than a Star Wars figure and stuff like that was for some other line. I don't even know what line that was. But yeah, apparently I like to buy Assassin's Creed figures. Well, when I found out that PlayArts Kai made Assassin's Creed figures, and I knew they made them, but it was only a few days ago that I found out that they made Edward Kenway. Yeah, he's the pirate. Assassin's Creed. I almost said the Pirate Ranger. He's the pirate Assassin's Creed character from Assassin's Creed 4, and I really like him. I don't know why, he just looks awesome, and I think he's my favorite Assassin's Creed character. Which is weird, too, because Nolan North did Desmond Miles, and you'd think that Desmond Miles would be my favorite, and apparently, if you add a a pirate to it, then I'll like it. Apparently, I need to watch those Pirate Rangers, don't I?
Hello. I heard that you mentioned the Power Ranger pirate movies. Do you happen to have that one?
Look, famed movie critic Francis Ulysses Charlie King, that bit was like 2 episodes ago, but yes, we do have the Power Rangers pirate. It's called Gokaiger. And look, there it is. Yeah, I just got it. I haven't watched it all. Shut up.
Well, I would like to rent it when you're done. Would that be alright? Or I'll just stare at you for a while.
So that's what that's like. I do the walk towards the camera thing a lot. That's kind of creepy when little monkey man does it. Go away, Francis Ulysses Charlie King. Do you see what I have to put up with in my own reviews? Anyway, today's review is... wait, did I say my name? Hello. My name is Fu Manchu. I think I already said it. I don't remember. But you know what? Today's review will be on the following! Today's review will be on the PlayArts Kai. You know what's funny? Is I had the PlayArts Kai Nathan Drake figure. Now, you might remember seeing that in my Nathan Drake Sideshow 12-inch figure review. I actually showed him off. Well, I gave that one away to Mr. Evilcheese. I sent it to Mr. Evilcheese because he's got a lot of PlayArts Kai figures, and that was the only one I had, right? As soon as I gave it to him, I got 2 within a week. What is that about? It's like they multiplied as soon as I got rid of them. That's weird. Anyway, today's review will be on the PlayArts Kai Assassin's Creed 4, or Vi, or... no, that would be Vi, would be backwards. That would be Ive? Oh, wait, Assassin's Creed IV. That works. Black Flag! Yeah, the old band Black Flag. Yeah, remember that? Oh, anyway. Look it up if you don't remember that. Okay, and then over here you'll see, Edward Kenway. And a lot of weird little words there underneath it. I don't know what that means. But if you look there, that's the actual figure on the front of the package. That's pretty cool. And you can tell because of the arm joints there. And yeah, it looks like it's the way it's done. It actually looks like a poster. That's really cool. So let's look at the back of the package. Or not. Apparently I didn't hit pause. Let's look at the back of the package. Take 2. Can you tell that I make all of my videos in one cut? Oh, yes. That's why there's so many scrubs. Okay, on the back of the package you will see Assassin's Creed. Yeah, we know. Black Flag and Ivy, we know. PlayArts Kai, yeah, and then there's the figure looking pretty cool in a bunch of different poses and stuff. Here he's going, I will draw my gun and shoot you. Oh, look, I shot you. Now I'm going to run away or jump around like Spider-Man. And then down there you will see Assassin's Creed 3, and that's Connor, yeah. And if you've played the game, you know who Connor is. To this guy. Okay, and then over here it's got like a lot of other stuff, and it says Square Enix, and that's pretty much it. It's kind of boring on the back. It's kind of cool, but kind of boring too. So let's open the flap.
Well,
Dude, that was weird. Well, what?
is this the part of the video where you have me hold the flap open? I can do that. I'm very good at holding the flap open. I am a monkey man, and we are quite equipped at holding flaps open. If you ever take us on a camping trip, we will hold the tent flap open, and that's what we do. What do you say? Can I hold the flap open?
I guess so.
Yay!
So there, as you can see, Francis Ulysses Charlie King is holding the flap open. Thank you very much, Francis Ulysses. That's really hard to say. Francis Ulysses Charlie King.
No problem.
Anyway, so there's the flap open, and as you can see, it's got an inside little picture, and that right there is the figure yet again. I can't believe how well they use the figure to make these pictures. It looks really cool. And then over here, you'll see Assassin's Creed 4, blah, blah, blah. And there's Edward Kenway's. I'm assuming it's like just summing up the game. And then here at the bottom, it talks about Edward Kenway. So that's pretty cool. And then if you look over here on the other side of the flap, you will see the figure and all its accessories. So, oh, I like that little map thing that they drew on the package there. That's pretty cool. That's actually very, very neat. I like it when they throw in little details like that. Because I know that Nathan Drake had stuff written on the inside of his. It was kind of cool. Like he wrote, you know, what kind of guns there were and stuff like that. That was kind of neat. First when I got it, I thought somebody did it. But that was printed on the plastic. But there's the figure looking pretty cool. So I say we open it. Okay, Monkey Man, you can go.
So if you saw my Play Arts Kai review for RoboCop, you will see that this one comes out the exact same way. It's got the little plastic tray there, and then underneath the plastic tray, there's a little cardboard insert. And as you can see, it has a very intricate stand, and then over here it shows you how to put it together, and that's pretty cool. Now, I didn't put the stand together, so I don't know how easy this is to put together, but to be honest, it looks kind of complicated to me. If you look over here, you will see, it's kind of hard to do, but you will see that there are instructions and stuff like that for, you know, putting the figure together and blah, 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 so that's kind of cool. And then over here you will see the figure looking pretty good, so I say we pull that flap off. So here's the figure with the top flap removed, and as you can see, it's awesome looking. He's got there 4 extra little guns, little musket-looking guns. He's got his hairpiece. That's kind of cool. His little hood there comes off so that you can put his hairpiece on. He's got 2 really awesome-looking swords. He's got his retractable little assassin's blades for his wrists. He's got 2 closed ones and 2 open, longer blades. Then he's got 6 extra hands, and then he's got that extra little hood piece to go on when you put on just his hairpiece. And he's apparently wearing some plastic underwear. I don't know why, but that's pretty weird. But yeah, the figure looks amazing, and he's really big, just like the RoboCop, so that's really cool. So I say we pull him out and look at him! So here's the figure fresh out of the package, and I have to say, oh my goodness, this thing looks amazing. Now, if it falls over at any point like my Winter Soldier figure did, don't say I didn't warn you, because this thing is very top-heavy, because his cloak and stuff is really heavy-duty. I mean, it feels kind of heavy, and it was kind of hard to get him to stand up. But yeah, he looks amazing. Now, one of the reasons that I gave Mr. Evilcheese my Nathan Drake, because you know I love Nathan Drake and Nolan North. I mean, those are awesome. But the reason why I didn't like that figure that much was because it was so small. But this one is huge, just like the RoboCop. He is really big comparatively, and they look awesome. But yeah, I like the sheer size of it, because I had an older Metal Gear Solid Play Arts Kai figure a long time ago. I don't have it anymore, but when I did, it was really big. And when I got Nathan Drake, he was really little. So I was like, I couldn't understand why they made him so much smaller. But this one looks so good. I mean, look at all those details. He just looks so amazing. And yeah, they did a really good job on this. Now, I have the smaller McFarlane version of Edward Kenway. So if you compare the two, they're pretty close. But to be honest, I mean, check that out. Look at that. I mean, it's the same costume, obviously, but you can see how much more dynamic the red
sashes around his waist as opposed to that one that looks like just a red straight line. How more dynamic the cloth material of his cloak is flowing on that PlayArts Kai one and not on this one. I mean, this is a really good figure. The only downside that I saw to this figure at all was his little wrist blades kept falling out of his arms. Now, I haven't put the wrist blades in this one, so they may fall out too. But I just ended up gluing these little ones in because I had them posed with swords and stuff. And putting that cloak thing back on his head is hard. Now, it comes off. But to put it underneath the straps there on his, that go crisscrossy across his chest, yeah, that's pretty hard. And it almost feels like you're going to break them. But this one over here, obviously, the cloak doesn't rest underneath it. It's just made to look like it kind of does. And it just slides on. Now, before I take that off, let's look at the figure up close again. And let's flip them both around so we can see their backs. Yeah, oh my goodness, seriously. When I flipped this thing around, I was like, look at all those little details. There's his, like, gun holsters and those little pouches and stuff. Oh, man, that just looks amazing. Now, that little hole there on his back, you know, right there on that white line, is where the little hood piece, when it's folded down, snaps into place. So that's why that's there. But, yeah, look at that. Now, compare this one's back to the McFarlane's back. You can see it's the same figure. I really like how this one over here has like the dirtier, grungier looking colors. You know, yeah, he would be more white because he's an assassin character, but yeah, I don't think it would stay white for long when they're rolling around like they do and stuff, you know, and fighting. But yeah, that looks amazing. Yeah, check them both out. I just think it's so cool when you can see two different, you know, versions of the same figure and how different that they look, you know, from different artists and stuff that do them. So, you're probably saying, hey, what did he come with? Well, let's see what some of his accessories are. Right here is his hairpiece, and if you look, there's like a little square slot, like where his hood comes off and then his hair slides on that slot. And then there's the extra hood, and there's the little peg underneath there that snaps onto his back. And then over here you will see some really cool swords. Those swords are amazing looking. They're not metal, they're just plastic, but they look really good. I mean, they look like really cool pirate swords. And then here's his little, these are the extended blades, obviously, because they're longer. And here's the non-extended blades for his assassin's wrist blades thing. And if you look really carefully there, they have skulls on them, which is really cool. And then over here, he has these two little guns. This is really hard to do. He has these two little guns here, and then he has these. Now, these have like some wolf heads or something, or bear heads or something. They look more like wolves, but they could be bears. And then these over here, ironically enough, have little monkey heads. Let's see if we can get them under the light. Yeah, they're not so much monkey heads as they look like some sort of like, I don't know, some sort of Incan kind of, I don't know, character head thing or something. I don't know what they are, but they're kind of, they look like little monkey faces, but they also look like something that would be like on the Mayan calendar or something. But yeah, you can't really tell. Well, thank you, Mr. Francis. He looks a little annoyed at me. I'm sorry, Francis Ulysses Charlie King. You hold that. But yeah, and then like I said, these over here have like some wolves or bears or something. It's kind of hard to tell, but that's what they are. So, let's see what he looks like without his hood on. So, with the hood removed, you will see that he looks kind of strange. Yeah, he's got like the whole back of his head missing. Now, I was curious because I was wondering if he'd have the scar he has around his right eye that he has in the game. Now, I don't know if he just gets that later in the game or whatever, but yeah, he's got like a scar across his right eye. And I was kind of hoping it would have it on there like a little detail, but he doesn't. So, that's what his face looks like up close with the hood off, because now you can see his face. And I have to say, his face looks really good. For a PlayArts Kai figure, this looks amazing. They did a great job. Now, let's see what it looks like with the hairpiece on. Let's go! So here's Edward Kenway with his hair, and I have to say, he looks amazing with it. It slid on pretty easily. It was kind of hard to figure out how it went on. Some people say, pop his head off first because it's only on a ball joint. But yeah, I think he looks very cool. I love how they made his hair like faded colored and stuff. It's a little darker towards the back, and he's got the little ponytail. And I mean, this went on very good. I mean, you can barely tell that it even comes off. So that's amazing. Now, let's put all his weapons on him. What do you say? Ooh, check out his face. That looks pretty good to me. Now, in my previous PlayArts Kai RoboCop review, Kaiju Chevrolet, one of the coolest names on YouTube, asked the question, just a quick question about this cool-looking figure. The ball-jointed wrists, can they be pushed back up into the forearms for a tighter fit, with less of the ball joint exposed? Good question, Kaiju Chevrolet, and you'll be happy to know that unlike the RoboCop figure, with the way they made the wrist with his little, like, frilly little cuffs of his shirts poking out, you can't see the ball joints at all on this one. That's amazing. Now, you see the ball joints of the elbows, but, you know, that's like on the RoboCop, too. But, yeah, they hid the ball joints of the hands, because they're the exact same way. It's just that little cuff thing's covering up. So, yeah, I think that's really cool. Now, here he is all decked out with his guns and his swords. Now, I don't know if I put them in the right places or not, but, hey, he looks amazing, and I'm very happy to have him. I will say that this knife thing, the assassin's blade, kept falling out of his right side. Now, I don't know, maybe I didn't pop it in all the way, but then again, I'm messing with it for the first time. But yeah, he looks amazing! So there's my sort of review for the Edward Kenway Play Arts Kai Assassin's Creed 4. Man, that's a mouthful figure! Yeah, and I have to say, he looks really cool. Now, like I said, I have this little one here, and although that's very cool and all, this big one really outshines it. And it really should. I mean, come on. Because the little one's just a little action figure, and it's not quite as ball jointy, and it doesn't have as much articulation. It looks really cool. Now, if you can only afford the little one, that's awesome. I got this one using a coupon on Sideshow, and I got like $20 off, and yeah, I kind of lucked out. And then plus I had some ill-gotten gains that I could spend, because I'm a pirate too. And I thought, hey, why not? I have to have that. So if you can only afford one of those... Wait a minute! Francis Ulysses Charlie King, why are you in this video? Move! Anyway, this is a very cool figure, and if you like Assassin's Creed as much as I do, and especially if you like Assassin's Creed 4, check this figure out. But if you don't like Assassin's Creed 4, they make other figures from the other Assassin's Creed games, so check out the figures. Man, that's a cool looking figure to me. So, I hope you had fun watching today's review. I hope there wasn't that many screw-ups, because I still don't know what I'm doing, and I'm just winging it. Yeah, that's all I do. So anyway, thank you for watching, and until next time, watch out for Assassin... Wait, did I say that? Yes, I did. Tune in for more Foo Reviews! Come on, felzbug! Come on! Let's go, felzbug! Watch out for assassins, felzbug. They're everywhere. You never know what might follow you home. So come on, felzbug. Come on!